Dante's Divine Trilogy, Part 1, Inferno, in prosaic verse by Alasdair Gray, written by Dante Alighieri, read by Eric Severson. In middle age I wholly lost my way, finding myself within an evil wood, far from the right, straight road we should all tread. And what a wood, so densely tangled, dark, jaggedly thorned, so hard pressed on through, even the memory renews my dread. My misery, my almost deadly fear, led on to such discovery of good, I'll tell you of it, if you care to hear. I cannot say how I wandered there, when, dozy, dull, and desperate for sleep, my feet strayed out of the true thoroughfare, till deep among the trees an upward slope gave to my fearful soul a thrill of hope, as rising ground at last became a hill. And looking up, I saw a summit bright with dawn, the rising sun that shows us all where we should travel by its heavenly light. This quieted a little while the fright that churned the blood within my heart's lagoon through the long journey of that gloomy night. Like shipwrecked swimmers in a stormy sea, who, tired and panting, but at last ashore, look back on swamping breakers thoughtfully, I turned to view, though wishing still to leave the terrifying forest in the glen. No living soul but mine had struggled through. My weary body rested, then until, rising, I climbed the sloping wilderness, so that each footstep raised me higher still. But see, the uphill climb had just begun when suddenly a leopard, light, quick, gay, and brightly spotted, sprang before my feet, dodging from side to side, blocking the way so swiftly and with such determination she sometimes nearly forced me to retreat. The sun had reached the height of dimming the stars, created with him on the second day after the birth of time and space and light, and this recalled God's generosity, letting me feel some good at least might be within the leopard's carnal ferocity. So dappled, so bright and jolly was that beast, but not so bright to stop me shuddering at a fresh shock. A lion came into sight, his mighty head held high, his savage glare fixed upon me in such a hungry way it seemed to terrify the very air. A wolf beside him, rabid from starvation, horribly hungry, far more dangerous, has driven multitudes to desperation. Me, too, for she established my disgrace, that worst of beasts, by killing my desire to climb up higher to a better place. A millionaire made glorious by gain, then hit by sudden loss of all he has, cries out in vast astonishment and pain. So did I, shoved down backwards foot by pressure of that grim, relentless brute, till forced into the sunless wood again. Appearing in its shade, a human shape, both seemed and sounded centuries away, murmuring woods almost beyond my hearing. Therefore I yelled, "Pity and help me, please, whether you be a living man or ghost," and pleaded, crouching down before his knees. "Not a man, though once I was, in Lombardy, where both my parents dwelled in Mantua. I was born in Caesar's reign," he said, "but educated in Augustan Rome, when the false gods were worshipped everywhere. I sang the epic of Achaeus' son, Caius Aeneas, who fled blazing Troy and founded Rome. I was a poet there. Why are you here? Why turn back from your climb towards the bright height of eternal bliss, and come again to a bad place like this?" "You must be Virgil." Awestruck, I replied, "fountain of our pure Italian speech." Rising, I bowed and told him, "All I know of poetry derives from what you teach. The style which makes me so famed in Italy, I learned from you who are my domain. Help me again, for see at the hill foot the brute whose threats have rendered me distraught. Master, please save me, show me the right way. That rabid wolf has driven me so mad, my pulse and every sense have gone aglee." I wept and "Take another road," he said, "and leave this wasteland, leave that wolfish whore, who lets none pass before she bites them dead. Her starving, greedy lust is never sated, her appetite increases as she feasts. Mated with many beasts, she'll mate with more, till one great greyhound comes to hunt her down, whose fangs will end her life in deadly pain. Wisdom, love, courage are his nourishments, not gold, nor land, nor any earthly gain. From birth among the lowly he will rise, bringing new glory to the Italian plain, like the old Trojan colonists and kings whose wars created Rome's establishment. Out of each city state he will expel the wolf before he fixes her at last back into the place from where she came, which is hell. That is not yet, so now you'll come with me on a straight downward path into the jail envy released her from, and see God's wrath, afflicting sinners who forever wail. No second death will end their agony. Then A fiery mountain will ascend, fast burning climbers, happy in their flames, for they will one day join the heavenly choir. The summit reached, since heaven is your aim, we two must part. A better guide than me will lead you then. Living, I did not know, could not obey the last great law of He who made the whole celestial universe. His highest city, capital, and throne are places I cannot hope to see. Happy are those who've chosen to join him there, I answered. Poet sent by God, whom you, alas, cannot know. Let us be gone, I pray, out of this danger, down that hard, hard road, then to the heavenly gate St. Peter guards, seeing the poor damned souls upon our way. We walked, and I followed as he led me on.